Cristina, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm not going to record here on my room because it's very messy and I'm not going to show it. But I'm gonna record on my backyard and see you there. I apologize if you can hear the bells. I got bells in my house. I wanted to talk about this topic that is trending. I don't want to say that word as like something that offends anyone or then people can get it like I'm just doing this because lots of people are talking about it. I'm actually wanting to do this video because it is very frustrating and not fair. So as lots of you may already know, we are not living in a fair world. We are judged by our gender, by our sexuality, our nationality, our color of skin. We're always getting judged by everything we do, what we look like, what we believe in, what type of education we get, if we get or if we don't get. Like, it's also messed up and like up for real. I wanted to talk about George Floyd. George Floyd was this man that was killed on 25th of May, something like that. He was killed by a police officer that was strangulating him with his own knee, and more police officers were around him and George Floyd just watching. They were just watching, they were just witnessing it, they were not doing anything to stop it. George Floyd's death and more black people's death, including 2 trans women, is completely unacceptable, especially in a time of crisis right now. However, I stand 100% with the protest, and if we were on the USA right now, we would totally go to the protest. And for people to say that, quote, riots are unnecessary and violent, I want to know what civil rights movement has been successful without violence. For example, the United States got its independence because of what? Violence. Gay rights are now in effect because of what? Violence. Women have been given the right to vote, and the 19th Amendment has been put in place because of what? Violence. Protests. Humans in general are so idiotic, especially humans thirsty of power and money. They are not able to understand that there are some things wrong, that people are standing against them, protesting them, because it's not fair for them. And you need to make action about that situation. If it weren't because of violence, you have to reevaluate the whole situation in order for the violence to not escalate. That's the thing. Violence starts when unfairness starts and when the people want a change and they're not being listened while they are being peaceful. Maybe I don't understand the fact that people are using this situation to their advantage, for example, looting stores, but this will also make the government understand that this is a problem and that it should be addressed. For example, when you're a baby, you understand not to play with fire because you get burned. Most of the people understand when they are being damaged or that there are consequences. For example, in this situation, people are tired of police brutality against Black, Native Americans, Latinos, Asians, etc. And now they are making a stand. And apparently, the United States government and Donald Trump, he decided to get into his own bunker and hide there. So people decided to write on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook, on whatever social media they can to get to him. Because that's the only way that Trump will get the uncomfortness that people are getting. I just want to say that these are just my opinions, what I think, what I have researched, what I have seen on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, on YouTube. And if I use a word incorrectly, I don't want it to blame on that English is my second language. Maybe I would have not thought of a better word on this situation because I'm very heated up. Me as a white person, I know I have lots of privilege over other people. For example, I live in Peru and I'm white. I have gone to multiple places and people have thought that I was born in America, that I was a USA citizen because I'm white and my hair is not blonde, but you get it. So people think here that I am a USA citizen because I'm white, because people here, native Peruvians, are not as white as I am. So I, myself, and I has had more privilege on here on Peru than them. I want to say that the police officer who killed George Floyd was arrested, but he was arrested because of all the comments and threats and everything that we were doing on social media and the protests, that he was arrested. So if we have not done this, he would still be free. There has been 2 autopsies done on George Floyd's body. The first one said that he had already some breathing problems and that they caught George Floyd in a complicated situation and that was why he died. But then the second one said said he had some breathing problem, but not because he had it before, but it's because someone was strangling him, meaning that it was a homicide. It is a homicide. He was saying he couldn't breathe. What the I really want to believe the police are a very safe and that I could go there if I am raped, robbed, a victim of kidnapping, whatever it is. I want to make sure that when I go to police that they are a safe place and that they are very civilized people and that they would not make me feel bad. So the day that I'm filming this, it is June 2nd, it is hashtag Blackout Tuesday. I posted on my Instagram story to support this.
The best advice that I can give for the Black community is, it is not the criminal justice system that needs to change. It's you guys need to change within. When you make up 13% of the population, but you're responsible for more than 50% of the homicides in America every year, what is that telling you? Those discrepancies in numbers mean something. African Americans are more violent. Cops cannot approach them and treat them as if they're not. Just because the facts hurt your feelings, we need to protect ourselves because the track record, it's not good, okay? And this isn't me being racist. I'm really trying to help you understand that people are not out to get you for your skin color. They're scared for their lives, as they should be, because historically, African Americans, even being a small percent in the USA, responsible for the most homicide, and that's...
So she says that 13% of the population of the USA is black, and that is true, that's fact. But they make at least 40% of imprisoned people. But what is that? Because of false imprisonment, racial profile, and also a judge is 3 times more likely to convict a black person instead of a white person
for the same crime.
For example, if a crime is done, it is more likely that the black person involved would be made to go to prison and the white person may not. For example, Caitlin Bennett. She went to her graduation with an AR-15 on her back and she walked away unharmed. However, a black 13-year-old kid who was playing with a toy gun, he got shot by police. This is a very controversial topic. I know lots of people are in my side that this stuff shouldn't happen and that murders need to be in jail, like action have consequences. Discrimination in general is not okay. Like, subscribe, comment something down there, and see you guys on my next video. Peace.